I'm also drinking cranberry juice from my mum's tumbler. I also got some lemon drizzle cake. Oh my god, all these celebrity couples breaking up is ridiculous. Let's actually just gossip, yeah? The Molly May and Tyson Fury shit. Personally, I think he's been cheating for time, yeah? Not cheating for time, but I think he's cheated like a few times, like at least once or twice. And I think I really respect Molly May for not saying anything, not saying anything because of Bambi, and I really respect that. Cleo! Who else ended? J-Lo, what's his name? It was J-Lo and Ben Affleck. What's that actor's name? And she's like pretty big. She was in Tomb Raiders. They are getting divorced, and then he's popped up with his new gal. Disgusting. And the girl is how old? Apparently she's like, I think she's like 20 years younger than him. This guy's a 60-year-old woman, 60-year-old man with like a 40-year-old. Not a problem. I think that's the case. I could be wrong. I think I probably am wrong, because otherwise I wouldn't be so shocked. But I think this is a joke. And it's just like, the more I see it, we see it all the time now. I don't understand. They have children, or like they're married for ages. It's like, what is the point of even getting married at this point? I've never really cared that much about marriage, but I think I would love to get married. I think that's great. I would probably also do the whole like registry office thing for the first, like, you know what I would do in not my perfect world, but we're going off topic, but in my head, in my imagination, what I would probably do, right? My glasses are not clean. What I would probably do is this is my perfect, like, not my perfect, but this is right now how I see the progression of a relationship, right? You meet each other, you're friends for like a year, or you just know of each other for a bit, you're friends for like a year, then you're going out, or you're seeing each other, let's say for 6 months, then you go on a few dates, not many, like one or two for the next 6 months, okay? And you're always talking, you're talking all the time. So that's 2 years of just getting to know each other, and I think that's good. Then somewhere in the end part of the 2 years, he asks, oh, like, will you be my girlfriend? Like, let's get together, basically, right? You say, oh my god, yeah, because obviously he's a good man. If he's not, no. But if he's a good man, oh my god, yeah, like, da-da-da. Then, okay? No, actually, how do I feel about I love yous? I think these are still like mucky. I think saying I love you after a relationship, actually, so I take it back. So yeah, you go out with this person, you date, you're friends, you date for a bit, cool. Then you become boyfriend, girlfriend, very cute. Now this is the time where you go on maybe a few holidays, okay? Not before. Now you go on a few holidays, you've been on a holiday. This is your time where you're sussing out, okay, you know what, is this person someone like long term? I need to see you angry, I need to see you broke, I need to see you rich, or like when money's up. I need to see what you're like if a family member dies, me or them. And I'm trying to suss you out, okay? This is for the next year, 2 years, okay? You go on a few holidays. In the beginning of the first year, you say the I love yous. You do all that, because at that point, what the fuck, okay? You were friends, progression, okay? Obviously, you're seeing together, da-da-da. So feelings are involved. So, that happens. You're going out for 2, let's say even 3 years, you're in a relationship, okay? Fine. So you're progressing. You're not moved in yet, by the way. Only towards the end of the relationship bit, I'm like, then maybe you would think about moving out. Bearing in mind now, you've known each other and been together you've known each other for like 5-6 years. You've been together for like 4, okay? I think at that point, I think even before then a little bit, but I think at that point it would be good to move in with them to see. I know religion, sometimes you don't move in with them before marriage. I get that. I hear it. For me, that's not a problem. Let's just say that. Do you know what I mean? You move it in together, and that can mean he moves in with you, you move in with him, and I guess if you both live at home, then you move out together into like a rented place. No buying, renting only. So then you move out together, and then you're like, you do 6 months there, a year there, and then you clock, okay, yeah, you get a pet, you get a cat, right? This is my ideal. You get a cat or something, or a dog, you look after that. You see how they do when they have to look after something like a child, okay? Then he proposes. Cleo, honestly, give it a rest, girl. So then, come here. Come here. Are you hungry? You hungry? No. All right, 1 second. Now we're back in business. Do you know what I mean? These cats, I swear to God. Anyway, you live together. You have your cat. You have your dog or your dog. And then a year into that, or it depends. Everything is different for everyone, isn't it? Do I want things to be fast? How old would I even be? I'm saying 5. Let's say, actually, let's not make this relatable to me. Do you know what I mean? But if I did make it relatable to me, I think I'd be in phase. Maybe I'd be in like year 2 of my plan, and I'm 23. So then, girlfriend, love her for a year. So 24, 25, 26. I'll be 26 when I get when he proposes, because after I'd move in at 26 with someone, or 25 or 26, 25, let's say. I move in with someone when I'm 25, and then we live together for a year. We're in love, because obviously we've known each other we've been together for 5 years. We're in love, okay? And maybe I'll be 27. They propose, we're engaged, okay? So then you live with each other for a year, 2 years, then you get engaged, you propose, okay? And then, you have a child. Who was to know? Who was to know? Do you know what I mean? So you're engaged and you have a child, so that's a year. So then I would be, 26, 27, cold. Fine by me, okay? Actually, it's a bit late, but it's fine. We moved. This is just not the ideal, but this is just a magical place. Toys R Us. So then not you, but metaphorically you engage, you have a child, and you look after the child, and then here's where the marriage bit kicks in, okay? Then you go to the registry office. Okay, and you get married. You sign the paper, you do that, you get married. Cool. You do that for a year. You're married for a year now. Okay, maybe you're engaged for 6 months, and then you decide, you know what? Let's just get married now. Registry office. Bam. So then you're married. And then for me, in my head, I would like to be just married for a year, and no one knows, but it's just, oh yeah, we're married. Oh yeah, we got married the other. Cute, calm, collected, okay? And with your child, and then during that year you can definitely do wedding photos. You can get a nice little cute white dress somewhere. You can go to the Barbican Centre, or you can go somewhere you can go abroad, Greece or some shit, and take lovely beautiful pictures. That's fine. But the celebration, the wedding, not yet. You wait a year. Then you go, guys, first of all, if you want a destination wedding, that's fine. If you want a home wedding, that's also fine. But at least now you have a little bit of money. You've settled into this married life. You're like, yeah, let's celebrate our year being wed. Let's have our wedding. Then you have your wedding, okay? And when you get engaged, you have a holiday. When you sign your paper, when you actually get married, the registry office, you take yourself on a holiday. You and your boo. Your mother and your dad, or whoever, their grandparents, will look after them for a week or 2, and you go and get married, okay? That's what happens. That's what would happen. And then you have your wedding. It's ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you have a ceremony? Yeah, I guess you could have a ceremony, like you not renew your vows, because I think that's a stretch. But like you could have, yeah, I guess renew your vows. You could say your vows in front of people, and then also there's a level of like reflection. In the past year, you know, we've done this and this, and I know what it takes to be a wife to you, and it's been lovely. Do you know what I mean? You can put those into your vows, and it makes it so cute. It makes it so lovely. And then yeah, you have your wedding, you have your oots, you have your party, you have your event. You can have your actually, yeah, and this way you can have your hen do, you can have your stag do, and you're married. So if you fucking cheat on me, divorce. Do you know what I mean? But you won't, because we're married technically. Yeah, and then your wedding, and then you're married, and then you live life, and then I think it would be good, right? Because I think counselling or therapy within a marriage important. I think it's very important to have a third party that's unbiased, that just listens and gets to like help you find solutions to certain things. I think the first year, no. Maybe premarital, like you sit down with a counsellor or someone and you talk about, okay, I have these issues, you have these issues, let's talk about them for the next year of our marriage, let's sort them out, or whatever, or however long, when you're engaged, and you talk about that and you do that. And then for a year you're married, yeah? And you try and you work things together, you work on things. If after the year you don't feel like you need therapy, or you want therapy, and you're not arguing about the same things over and over again, cool, nice, very good. My chair's creaking. However, if you feel like you do, then you can, because you know. Do you know what I mean? And then you just do that for the rest of your life. And then also, like, I think every year, and I think it would be an every year thing, you come together and you reflect, right? And you reflect on like how things have been. That would be not my ideal, but I think that would be a cool way to do things. All that to say, I think these celebrities are getting it quite very much wrong. And this is not a problem. Like, everyone has a different journey. Actually, I don't know, because they're all very different stages, you know. J-Lo, like, was married to it, or was with him, then they broke up, and then they're back together, and then they broke up, they're divorced again. Molly May, you know, was with him for a few years, got engaged, had a child, and he cheated. Like, you just don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. Even, what's the guy that was with Jennifer Aniston when they were in Friends? Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You know these two people in that? Even them, it's like you think that they're going well, and it's like, clearly not. It's weird. It's a weird world. You just have to clock that in any relationship, like, you're actually not safe. You think it's your forever, and it's just not. Do you know what I mean? You have to deep it. But it's fine. Because you have to also realise that you, yourself, and I will always be okay. I think there's a level of selfishness that you need to have, and there's a level of selflessness you need to have. In a relationship, you're together, you are one. Your problems, my problems, your problems, okay? But there comes, and also like visions. You have a vision, I have a vision, but we have a vision for our relationship, and these visions should also contribute to that. Okay, if it's moving out, okay, what are you doing? What am I doing that contributes to this moving out? Okay, but I don't know where it all falls apart. Do you know what I mean? This is why I think counselling or a level of therapy would be great. But these rich people, surely they've had that. Surely they've done that, and they're just like, yeah, this is not working. I think you have to want it to work, and I think there's a lot of compromise that comes involved in a relationship. And and obviously I don't know the ins and outs, but you have to want it to work. Do you know what I mean? I think for me, cheating is like, yeah, cut, because you left that relationship, and I have to want to make it work when you just stepped outside. So that I don't know, that I'm not really about. But, and even then, like, the whole thing with Tommy, the girl, like, touching his chin, like talking flirtily in clubs and stuff with Chris Brown, etc. Like, even that, like, I think Molly did try and make it work. I think that that's why we had that period where she stopped wearing her ring, and then she started wearing it again, because I think that happened, and then she stopped, and she was just like, whatever, and then she tried to make it work, and then, yeah, it's just not working because she doesn't trust him, which is completely fair enough. But, like, you have to in any other circumstance where you fall out of love, which I don't think love is a feeling, it's more of the actions you do for people. But in all of those things, I think that you have to want it, And as long as you both want it, sometimes I'll want it more than he will want it more than me. But as long as we both want it, I think it would work. I think it will work, you know. I need to do some more of my course. I'm doing a counselling course, which is why I think I'm in love with counselling and therapy. But, which I've never got any, which I would actually think I would like some. But, yeah. See you next time.